Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Bernie Bloom. I'm the CEO and founder of Xandeum. We're a smart contract chain with an integrated, scalable, blockchain-based storage layer. And that's important to make Web3 finally a reality. And this is our grand launch, right? And it's the third and last video out of our little sequence of 3 videos for the grand launch, and it includes a grand launch offer for you. So make sure you watch this to the end to get the launch offer. So in the first video, I gave you a little bit of an overview about the opportunity. The opportunity is twofold. The first aspect is you can get in super early. I mentioned we're preparing our ICO through the Xandeum Foundation and some other units in November this year. So you are like 4 or 5 months out before the ICO, and you can already jump on this bandwagon and be part of the Xandeum community, purchase a license to run a validator node, and start earning rewards for your validator node right now, the moment you purchase them, even before our blockchain is live and you actually validate transactions with your physical validator. So that is great. And the other opportunity is to transform the blockchain world, right? Because we're not a blockchain that's, just a bunch of hot air. First of all, we're all doxed and we're a great team with all LinkedIn profiles and stuff like that on the Xandeum website. And we are transforming the blockchain world because we're adding that storage layer to smart contracts, which is a big, big problem for the world right now to transition to a decentralized world, because if the storage that's going with the smart contract is not decentralized, we just cannot move forward to get rid of the tyranny of these centralized Web 2 companies and finally get everything decentralized. With the status quo, we cannot do it. We need smart contracts plus scalable storage, and that's what Xandeum's doing. All right, so with the launch is going to be on July 30th. It's a Sunday, and it's on 11 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and it's going to be 20 hours, so 8 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So that's 7 p.m. British time. That is the time, mark it in your calendar, because it's going to be a race for the clock, right? It's going to be a time race, and the first one that gets a transaction through at that time is going to get the highest rewards, right? And I'm going to reveal how that exactly works. So again, make sure to watch this video all through the end. So, but first of all, this video is there to give you the full ownership experience. So let's dive into the browser here. This is the Xandeum website here. We have the countdown to the launch. There is a how to participate right here. So when you click that, you come to this page. Oh, you come to, wait. If you click that, you come here. Let's do it. So it tells you how to get your Solana wallet. You need to do that in a browser on a desktop. You can do it on a phone, but trust me, it's the easiest to do it on a desktop. Install that. In my case, it's the Phantom Wallet extension. Fund your wallet with USDC, and it can take some time to fund your wallet, right? But you want to be the first on July 30th because the first one gets the highest rewards. So make sure you start funding your wallet right now, because otherwise you might miss out on that fantastic launch offer. And the launch offer is good for anyone. It's good for people that want to get in with a small amount and buy just one node. And it's also great for people that want to purchase many, many nodes. And let me make one thing clear, right? It's not like if you buy 100 nodes, you don't have to run 100 physical validators later on, right? If you bought the 100 nodes, you will earn your rewards times 100, right? Because you bought 100 nodes, but you only need to run one physical validator. So where else can you get that, right? And you can get into all this exciting community right now at this very, very early date. So let's get back to the browser and let's check out our Discord here. So at the top of the page, you see Discord. Join that Discord, right? The Discord looks like this here. So there's lots of people out here that are our community, and I'm so thankful for our community, right? It's not the team members are here sometimes, and you see the team members with their Xandeum logo here, but you know, there's so many just community members out there that even help answer support questions that people come up with, and it's a very, very a vibrant community here, right? So you'll get that. You're part of this. And here's our white paper, our technical white paper. We just released it for public comment, so you can check that out as well. You'll see it right up here, the technical white paper. The probably more important document for you is the light paper. So check that out, because with the light paper, we'll give you all the information on what you are buying when you decide to purchase a node. It's basically a license of our Validator software, and all the tokenomics are in there, how this all works, and the transition from, you know, getting your rewards without having to run a validator, because we just want to give back to the community, right? You are participating in our Discord, you are voting in our DAO and all these type of things. So we want to give back to you even before the chain has launched, right? So you will get Xan tokens each and every day, each and every second for that matter, right into your wallet. And that is months and months before the ICO. So where else can you get that, right? I mean, that is just fantastic. So, but the real ownership experience is the node store, and I'll get to the node store in a second. It's right here. But before I explain that, let me say a few words to the pricing model that we had. It has all been, you know, super successful so far. We sold all our nodes to community members like you, right? There's no venture capital in here. We're not looking out to raise venture capital. In this early stage of the game, we thought, like, we want to have a community funded thing, right? And having raised over $1.9 million in the middle of crypto winter, I'm really, really proud of that. So that's great stuff. And you know, every day people keep buying nodes, which is awesome. The node pricing model is an ascending model, right? So that means the more the time progresses, the more expensive the nodes get, right? So right now, one node costs $2,000, but hey, you know, you might be able to get it way cheaper with that fantastic launch offer. So please watch this video all the way to the end. But the regular price right now is $2,000, and we have 7 of, you know, every 7 nodes sold, the price goes up, right? So we had 7 at $2,000. 6 of them have already been sold at the time of recording of this video. So there's one more node at $2,000. It's up for grabs right now. Probably when you watch it, it might be gone. I'm not sure. And then after that, we have another 7 nodes for $2,500. So it's going up $500 each and, you know, every time we sold 7, right? So the next 7 go for $2,500, and then the next 7 go for $3,000, and so on and so forth, right? Until all 6,300 founders nodes have been sold off. Right now we're at 1406, right? So we have 1,406 founders nodes taken, and 6,300 are available, right? And they get more and more expensive all the time. And we've already had 2 launches, and it has always been a matter of seconds, right? That we raised this amount to fund our further development, right? Rather than going out to venture capital. And it was a really fun experience for everyone. And with this Xandeum launch, there's going to be also a great launch offer. But before I reveal that launch offer, let's look into how the node store actually works. So you need to connect your wallet. That's here in the top right. I'm already connected to my wallet, so let me disconnect now. So when you just come to the node store, it looks like this, and it'll tell you, please connect your wallet to buy nodes. So you go up here, and unfortunately this says select wallet rather than connect wallet, but I mean, you'll get the idea, right? So up here in the top right hand, there's the place where you can connect your wallet, and you select the one that you want to use. I'm using Phantom here as the wallet, and it's best to use a desktop browser, and you need to have the Phantom wallet installed as a browser extension. So that's all described here under how to participate, right? So if you click here on our website, on our homepage, you just click on how to participate, and it gives you all the details on how you can get your Solana wallet installed and how you can get it funded, because you want to have it funded by the launch time. Sunday, July 30th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. Central European time, Central European Summer Time. By that time, you want to be the first, because the first has the highest benefits. And I'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, there will be the launch offer here in this video. So, but here's the regular price, right? You see, and this is just an example here. So in reality, we have 1406 sold, but this is the so-called DevNet version here. It's like a test version of our node store. We have 1402 sold here. So what you do is you click on Get Nodes, and then you have two possibilities here, Standard Lane and Angel Lane. If you want to be among the firsts, go with Angel Lane, right? And you can read the descriptions here. Just read it. Standard Lane basically means you tell us the number of nodes that you want, and we tell you how much it costs, and then you can buy them. But if the price changes in the meantime, your transaction will fail. And that's the reason, if you want to be the first to reap the highest benefit, you go with Angel Lane. And then you just tell us, you know, how much you want to spend for your nodes, right? So in my case, I have 308,050 USDC in my wallet. So then it tells me I will get 70 nodes for that money, right? Actually, 70 nodes will only be 307,500. And that's because, you know, only the first 7 will be $2,000, right? The next 7 will be 2,500. The next 7 will be 3,000, and so on and so forth. So our node store does all the math and says, okay, if you want to spend this much money, you will get 70 nodes, right? If you want to spend, you know, let's say 4,000, yeah, you will get 2 nodes, right? And then there's meek mode and there's intrepid mode, right? So if you stay in meek mode and say, okay, I want to spend $4,000, but I only want this transaction to go through if I really get 2 nodes for it, right? Then you can stay in meek mode, but you don't want to do that at the time of the launch, because the least thing you want to do is you do that, then you're not the first, but you're the second or third, and then the transaction doesn't go through, because the node then costs 2,500. So your 4,000 wouldn't suffice to buy 2, and then you would walk away empty-handed and would have to try again, and then you end up being number 50 or so. That's the big race, to be the first, or at least the second or the third, and that's part of the launch offer that I will explain to you in a moment, right? So what you want to do, if you want to reap the benefits of the launch offer, you want to do intrepid mode. So that means you pledge those $4,000 here, and according to current pricing, this will get you 2 nodes. But even if it'll get you only 1 node, you say, okay, then still do the transaction, right? So if the price goes up to 2,500 until you click buy now, then you will still get that 1 node, and the 1,500 will just stay in your wallet, right? So we won't take the 4,000 for that node that only costs 2,500. We will only charge you the amount that the nodes really cost, right? So there's no risk in overpaying or so when you do Intrepid mode, right? It just says, well, do the transaction anyway, even if the nodes have become more expensive in the meantime. And at the time of the launch, they will get more expensive quickly because everyone will be trying to be number one, right? And we've had that in 2 other launches, right? So here's now the launch offer. You've been waiting for that, right? So we will gonna have a rebate, right? And let me explain the word rebate because we have visitors from all over the world. And, you know, I'm German turned American. And when I talk to my fellow Germans and mention the word rebate, it sounds a little bit like the German word Rabatt. And that just is the same as a discount, right? Over here in the US, it's not the same as a discount. It's a very similar concept, but it's not the same, right? A discount would just be, okay, you pay less. But a rebate is first you pay the full price, and then in a second transaction, you get part of the money that you paid, you get it paid back, right? So it's like a 2-phase approach, that rebate, right? And that's what we're having here, right? So you go in there at the time of the launch, you do your transaction. Yeah, most of the, I would recommend do Angel Lane and pledge an amount. Pledge an amount for which you want to get your nodes, right? And if you come in first, right? If you come in before the launch time, of course there will be, there will be nothing, right? But if you come in first after the launch, right? After that, 11 a.m. Pacific time, then you will get a 50% rebate, right? And there is no, and then the second, right? If you come in second, and we'll see that on the blockchain, right? So there will be a link and you see it publicly in the block for everyone to see, right? The first one is not the one that we think is the first one, right? The first one is the first one whose transaction is going to be engraved in the blockchain. And everyone can see that on a Solana Explorer, right? The Solana ledger is public, right? So we will all see, okay, this transaction, this wallet, this person was the first. And they get a 50% discount, right? And the second one, if you come in second, you get a 49% discount. And if you come in third, you get a 48% discount, which is still great, right? If you come in 10th, right, you're the number 10 in these transactions, then you still get a 40% discount, which is still awesome. And then, number 50 still gets a 1% discount, right? So even if you come in at number 50, you still get a 1%, and now I said discount, right? Rebate. You still get a 1% rebate. It's all rebates, right? So you first pay full price. You need to have the full price in your wallet. You're going to be getting charged the full price by our node store. And then we look into the ledger, Solana ledger, and see who came in first and second, and we'll just send you that percentage back. The first one will get 50% back, the second one 49%, the third one 48%, and so on and so forth, right? And we will just do that manually. We will look in the blockchain, and we will do that within a few minutes, so that you'll have the funds back in a few minutes, and you might even try your luck again and use these funds that you got as a rebate. You might want to use them to do another transaction and might even get another rebate on that one. Right? We never know how fast things go, right? We just cannot guarantee, that it's going to be a few minutes. It might take a little bit, and especially we don't know how fast the 50 transactions go, right? It's going to be 11 a.m. when the launch starts here, my local time in Las Vegas, Nevada. But, if it takes like hours and hours until the 50 transactions are going through and you buy at our nighttime here, then we might be sleeping and we can send you the rebate only next morning, right? So I would say like 24 hours or so is our our service level that we kind of guarantee, but we aim to do it within, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So, or even faster, hopefully, right? So that you can use your rebate to even try another transaction if you want to, right? So that is a fantastic launch offer, right? And the best thing about the launch offer is it is great for everyone, no matter how much you want to contribute, right? If you just want to purchase one node, you would normally pay 2,000, but you manage to get 1,000 back. Or even if you only manage to get 500 back, that's still great, right? That's still great for, people that, just want to get one node, right? But if you're like, whatever, a professional investment firm, and you watch this video and you think like, hey, this is great stuff, and we can get in before VCs, can officially get in, or before whatever, and you say, man, I want to contribute $10 million here, right? Then you will get 5 million back if you're the first, right? So there is no cap on that. So with any amount, how large it might be, you will get 50% back when you're the first in line. And you will get 49% back when you're second in line. And you will get 48% back when you're third in line, right? So this is a great thing, and it's completely uncapped, right? So it's completely uncapped. It's a great opportunity for, anyone that still wants to get in and hopes to, get in a good discount here. But also for people that see themselves, getting a lot of node licenses. And all these nodes, right? Unlike on other blockchains, first of all, you start earning your rewards immediately, right? After you've purchased that, because you're contributing to our community on Discord, in the DAO and everything. We just want to give back. 500,000 Xan tokens will be emitted as rewards each and every day for the community, for the node owners, and shared among all these node owners, right? So right now, that's over 50 Xan a day for one founder's node, right? But if you have 10 founders nodes, you will get 500 Xan a day, and you don't have to run 10 physical validators later on to do that. We will just adjust your rewards by a factor of 10 because you purchased 10 licenses, but you only have to run one because we already have a large number of node owners, right? We've sold nodes worth of $1.9 million to, I don't know, 600 or 700 different node owners. So it's really distributed. We don't have to have, lots and lots of decentralization. And if the 100 nodes will all be owned by one person, it wouldn't really add to decentralization anyway. So we just do this economic factor, right? The more node licenses someone buys, the more rewards, and it'll stay like that when we go live later on and run our physical validators, right? It'll be a mix of physical transactions validated that give you the rewards, but it'll mix in the number of licenses that you bought, so that we will always keep the tokenomics intact that we've published in the light paper, right? And you find it on the Xandeum website. So this is our launch offer, right? And then you might ask, how can I be the first, right? So everyone wants to be the first. And the thing is, it's not going to be by real world time, right? There is the delay in your network, right? So you're at home or in your office somewhere, and we don't know how your internet provider works, right? And what kind of delay or latency is in there, right? Then it needs to go to that's the way the Solana blockchain works. It needs to go to what's called the leader at that specific moment in time when we launch, right? And it's almost impossible to predict, even though the leader schedule gets calculated in advance, like about 2.5 days in advance. So if you like really technically savvy there. You could check the Solana leader schedule, and then you could make an estimate what validator might be the leader at 11 a.m. on July 30th, right? And then you can position yourself close to that leader. So you could travel to Singapore or so to be close to that leader. But, it is very, very possible that it will be a different leader, right? Because even a few hours before, some validators just fail and they skip a slot, and then another one will be selected, and then the whole leader schedule is there in that order, but we don't know at what time exactly it happens, right? So each slot is like 400 milliseconds, but it can be more, it can be less, all depending on network conditions, right? So it is almost impossible to be the first one at 11 o'clock, and it's going to be the Solana cluster time that makes that, right? So we just, when you send us a transaction at the launch, we just ask Solana, what time is it, right? We don't ask some, timing authority here or the time of the computer. We ask Solana, what time is it? And Solana gives us the Solana cluster time, right? And that might even also be different depending on what of the Solana validators is the leader at that time, right? So frankly, it's gonna be some luck, right? And if you do it too early, then your transaction won't get through because the whole node store isn't open yet, right? And you can just try again, right? So there's no risk if you do it too early. You'll pay the high price and you get no discount at all, right? So if you do it before the launch on get.xandeum.com, the transaction will be declined, right? But if you do it after the launch, then it goes through, and then we'll look into the blockchain after the fact, and then we'll find out at what number you came in, right? And you will see it also on the blockchain, right? So it's a completely transparent process, but it's almost unpredictable. There is a big factor of luck in there, but if you're not there, you cannot be number one, right? So that's for sure. And be prepared. Try to figure it out. Go to explorer.solana.com. That's one of the Solana explorers. You can see the Solana cluster time there. That might help you decide. But even that, I'm not sure. I can only say our code is there, and our code is asking, is Solana, the Solana mainnet chain, is it telling us, okay, 11 a.m. is already there or no, right? If 11 a.m. is not yet there, according to Solana, we reject your transaction, right? And as soon as it's there, we let it through, and then after the fact, we see what place did you come out at, right? And even if you're number 10, you still get 40% discount, right? Is that right? So the first one will get 50. The second one will get 49. So the sum is always 51, right? So if you come in number 10, you still get 41% back, right? If you come in number 11, you still get 40% back. So you have a high chance to get a high discount, right? And these prices are not like the $100 anymore that we had like a year ago with the predecessor of Xandeum, which was called Bitoku. Now we've already sold nodes worth $1.9 million, and we're at a $2,000 price now, right? So it's not a crazy amount of people that will come here. It's quite an amount. So we won't have hundreds of thousands of people trying to get their transaction through, right? So being among the first 50 is very, very possible, and I would almost say likely here in this field. Especially after the first few transactions, the price will go up more, right? Because there's only 7 nodes for 2,000, and out of these 7 right now at the time of recording, only 1 is left at the price of 2,000, right? And then price will go up to 2,500, and then there's 7 there, and it all depends on how many transactions are there, how many money are they pledging to buy their nodes and things like that, right? So it's a big race. It's going to be fun to watch, and And I think the team will hold itself back this time. So, I won't go in there, and my team won't go in there, and Bitoku Labs, Xandeum Labs won't go in there. So it's all for you, for the community, to do this race. And I wish you the best of luck. And please make sure you're prepared. So if you don't have your wallet funded with USDC, get it done right now. And have fun getting your nodes. And thanks so much for watching. If you have any more questions on how all this works and so on and so forth, there is our Discord out there, right? So we're always there. Just come to the Discord. And again, to show you where the Discord is, it's right on our website, right? So you go here, and that is join. Click to join our Discord server. Boom. And when you do that, you sign up for Discord, and you see the Xandeum Discord server right here. And these are all our channels that we have. We have a special scam lookout, and we have support questions and AMA. I do regular AMAs. Ask me anything here on Discord. We have a German channel and all these type of things here. So, I wish you the best of luck. And, see you back. See you back on the launch then, and let me know how it went. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Bye.